All right, guys, here we are. Yes, let me tell you, a lot of stuff I ended up doing off camera, guys, because I was frustrated. Very frustrated. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you one thing I did. I did find out that these speed sensors, front speed sensor on the left side and the right side is the same. So let me go over something with you. What I did was, because this is so freaking easy to take off, I undid this, unplugged this, and I took this one and took it over to the other side. Okay, and I took this one off, same easy, same level of difficulty, which is none, and swapped it over here. When test drove the car, code pops back up. All right, now I'm frustrated, okay, because I was just about convinced it was simply a speed sensor. All right, no, I'm glad I did that. Now that's a lot of extra work, guys, that you may get criticized for doing, but when you trying to protect your image and you really want to know, because there's no certainty in this stuff, guys. This can be explained to you to a T and you can see it working, but it can still fail. Now it's just crazy. Over the years, some things I just do because it's not that hard to do. All right, so I swapped it at checking the light still on. So now I'm still zoned in on this area because remember, that's my problem area, right front wheel, based off the fault codes. Now, so some telling me something has to be wrong with that hub. I grabbed the wheel. The hub bearing is not loose. Okay, so I decided to pull the axle out. Right, nothing hard about that, guys. Just unhook the bolt and pry it out. There you have. I wanted to look at the splines. Splines are still intact. Ladies and gentlemen, what I found was this bearing is extremely. It's not noisy per se. This is extremely. I'm having a hard time turning it. Then I'm having, remember, this is an all-wheel drive car. So in order to verify that the resistance in this turning wasn't coming from this and the transmission, I simply had to pull this out of the loop, take this out of the equation. So now when I rotate this, the only resistance I'm getting is from the bearing itself that's built inside of this. And guys, this is extremely hard to turn. You can't see how hard it is to turn. In fact, this is harder to turn than this side here with the wheel on and the axle turning and the transmission. Look at that. I can turn that and let it go, and it's still a turn. I have the axle out and it's trying to turn, so I don't want to turn it too hard. But this does nothing, guys. This is extremely hard to turn. In other words, long story short, I have a bearing that's out of whack, causing all of that problems, guys. All right, now I'm gonna replace this bearing, guys. It's no big deal. I don't want to have a part 2 on this because bearing, just 4 bolts from the inside. I already have one out. I was headed to take it out, but I decided to stop and talk to you guys for a minute. And guys, when you're doing this, make sure you use the right tool. I was not, and I borderline was stripping this. So inadvertent torque bits too. I don't know why they just want you to buy more tools, guys. I don't get it. I had a typical 12-point socket on it. It was rounded off. I was like, oh no, because if you strip this, it's a wrap. So I had to go get the right tool out of my toolbox. I got it. I just didn't think it was no big deal. So what I'm gonna do, guys? Oh, that's tight. I'm replacing the bearing. All right. Then we're gonna go test drive it. All right. So stay tuned. Alrighty, guys, I'm done. I replaced that hub bearing. Now, guys, what I gotta do, I'm gonna erase all of these codes. Okay, now I gotta stop recording in order to do that because I'm gonna use my phone and the app to access the scan tube functions. Okay, so once I do that, all these lights will be out. We're gonna go test drive this thing and see what happened, guys. We're gonna see if a mechanical hub bearing, y'all see all of these lights. Yes, guys, it is very much possible. Okay, now it's not so much, well, I guess it is so much of the mechanical hub bearing. its effect on that wheel will throw everything off. So one wheel off could cause all of this. All right, hold tight, guys. Let me erase this code. Whoa, turn it off, man. I am monetized. What is you doing, JT? So look, guys, yes, I am one happy camper, guys. I am in the middle of a 10-mile test drive, and what do you see? What do you see? What you see is a clear dashboard, no lights, guys. This car is fixed. Yes! Yes, guys, the reason I'm happy now, guys, I pick up something every day. It don't matter how many years you've been in the game, what you've seen, you still gonna learn something. What I got out of this, guys, is to not automatic. Y'all saw all those computer codes. All of those codes was ultimately set by a mechanical, hear me out now, a mechanical bearing, a physical hub bearing. Yes, that throw communication codes between the EPS, the freaking ABS, and the PCM, guys. Thank goodness for the code that at least put me in the right direction. The ABS had the code for right front rear speed sensor. And remember, guys, I told y'all I swapped those speed sensors and drove the car. I didn't even get a mile down the road before the light came on. Here I am now, at least 2-3 miles deep and no light. So that was a hard active code. Now that I got a new bearing on it, I didn't waste money on a speed sensor. Ultimately, back in the day, 10 years ago, I would have wrote up a speed sensor. Yep, that'll fix it. That'll fix it. Because I was immature and unprofessional. Okay, yes, one could think a wheel speed sensor fault code will legitimately lead you to replacing a wheel speed sensor. But that wasn't the case on this one, guys. And again, back in the day, I would have replaced every module that was mentioned in those fault codes. I'm talking the EPS module, ABS, I would have replaced all of those modules. Turn out that mechanical speed hub bearing set all of those codes. So the moral of the story is, before you go replacing modules, guys, you might want to check mechanical things first, because it can inadvertently set those communication codes and will lead the average master tech into thinking something wrong with the module. You need a module. Oh my goodness, I am relieved, and I picked up something today, and I am okay with sharing it with my almost 40,000 subscribers. Okay, I'm almost there, guys. Mind you, that is right around the corner. Stay tuned for that 40K giveaway. I will be raffling off some real good gifts, guys. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It'll be in your best interest. All right, real good gifts coming up. I don't know, we might do it Sunday. Today is Friday, so we'll see, guys. Right now, that's all I have. I got to turn back around. I'm on the freeway right now. The reason I'm recording is because there's not a lot of traffic. Don't get me wrong, guys. You should not be filming and driving, all right? Yes, that is dangerous, all right, if you're in the middle of a lot of traffic. I am not. There's nobody on the road, all right? So ease your mind. I wanted to ease your mind right quick. So I am done with this video and this car. That's all I have, guys. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, and I, my friend, will see y'all on the next video. Woo!